happening, my people, once again? What's going on, family? Another Motivational Monday. Let's get right down to business. Last week, we talked about being stubborn. This week, we're going to talk about self-awareness. 2 songs I heard this week that made me really kind of click those things into my mind. One was Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, and the other one was by the Dramatics. What you see is what you get. Is what you get. Both those 2 songs brought me to the concept about awareness. Self-awareness, to be specific. Stick with me, let's talk about it. Last week we talked about being stubborn. And I still feel the same way. Once you understand what the definition of the word stubborn means, you should stand firm in your position on how you feel about life and how you view things. Being happy in life, being content in life, feeling fulfilled in life, right? So when I hear what you see is what you get, that's where it's coming from for me. But on the flip side of that situation, let me pose this to you. That's all fine and dandy to tell a person what you see is what you get when you want them to understand that you're going to be who you're going to be. But what happens when what you see, you're not happy with what you're getting? So you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool yourself none of the time. See, it's easy to pass judgment and get mad at somebody else, but what happens when you actually identify with that situation in yourself? It's not about trying to appease or become what they want you to be. But if you're looking and you see this, that's a different situation. You got to learn how to be able to understand the difference between what somebody is telling you and what you actually need to address. Now, it's definitely a difference between when people see you like this, because when you tell them what you see is what you get, this is what you want them to see. But if that's not how you view yourself, then all you're doing is perpetrating a fraud and letting this be seen. If what you are, you're not content with, you got to make adjustments so you can reach that. Yes, sir. Now remember, we're talking about self-awareness. And the reason why I bring this up is because we take a lot of time to be aware of everything else. We're aware of our surroundings. We're aware of what we do for other people. But we forget to check on our self-awareness. Right. What you see is what you get is a cool song. But sometimes I think that it's also a little bit of a cop-out. Sometimes I think we use that statement, what you see is what you get, is because we want people just to accept us for who we are. And there's nothing wrong with being confident and being comfortable in the skin that you're in. But pause for a second and think about this. If you use that all the time, and you have an unwillingness to, at the very least, look at yourself and make sure that your self-awareness is intact and in order, can you ever change? Well, true change comes with scrutiny, right? And you can scrutinize yourself. It ain't about getting scrutiny from other people. A lot of times we avoid the mirrors of life, not just the physical mirror, but the thing that we know that we see in ourselves. All right, y'all, so let's put a wrap on it with this right here. And it's what you see is what you get world. All of that is cool. But at the end of the day, you got to always remember to keep your self-awareness at the forefront of your mind. It's cool to look in the mirror if you're not happy with what you see and critique yourself. Make adjustments. It ain't about ripping yourself down or tearing yourself apart. It's about being honest with yourself, as opposed to being defensive and looking at the world and wanting to impose onto them something that you're not even possibly happy with. Why don't you look at it for what it's worth? Make the adjustment and do the things that's going to make you happy in life. As I say each and every week, have a great day and an outstanding week and tap into your greatness. What you see is what you get is cool, but it can be even better if you look at yourself and tap into your greatness. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.